Well, folks, as I figured, the sixth video I made was too long. It was 16 minutes and something. So I'm going to try and go through here and cover what I covered on that video and keep it 15 minutes or shorter. Now, in that video, what I covered was the Admiralty jurisdiction. How do they use it? Okay. When you go into a courtroom, notice that long rail around the side in front of the gallery. It's called the bar. And you notice you go into a courtroom and the judges sit way up high. There's a reason for that. Now, if you go back and look at the ships from the 15th, 16th, 17th century, okay, 18th century, whatever, those wooden ships, those tall masts and all those sails, okay, they had that bar around there, railing, huh? Looks pretty much like that railing at Fritz in front of the gallery in the courtroom, huh? Yep. And the captain's deck, notice the captain's deck sits way, that his deck is up higher than the main deck. That's so he can look down on his subjects, just like the judge does. See? Now, I also talked about challenging jurisdiction. If you get a notice in the mail saying, okay, they send you, if you commit like a DUI, like I did, okay, they send you paperwork in the mail, tell you what you're getting charged with and stuff. As soon as you get one of those, you want to send a challenge of jurisdiction to the court. Okay? Send 2 copies. One standard mail, one certified. That way you can rest assured that the court got it. When you do them, you sign them both in red ink. That signifies that it's being signed by a human. The red signifies blood. They don't like it when you do that, trust me. Let's see. What else did I cover in there? What a jurisdiction does, okay? I told you about the 2 jurisdictions, okay? The 2 jurisdictions of law, according to the Constitution, or provided for by the Constitution of the United States of America, is military law and admiralty law. Military law covers those within the military or commit treason, and admiralty jurisdiction covers seagoing vessels, not military, and international contracts. Now, you know when you get arrested, they didn't use either one of those 2 jurisdictions to arrest you. You know why? Because cops don't even know about them. Okay? They're not taught the Constitution at all. And that's their responsibility to learn it, ladies and gentlemen. That's there. Because they swore an oath. Everybody that works directly for the government, police officers, judges, senators, congressmen, all of them, they swear an oath to uphold, support the Constitution of the United States of America. And when they don't do that, and you can catch them, and you start asking them questions about it, trust me, you can sue them for perjury of an oath. But where's that going? Oh, sending in the challenge of jurisdiction. That's all it is you're sending them in black and white saying, hey, I'm challenging jurisdiction. Okay? I so-and-so, I have a copy of it. It's like I made it up myself. The accused in these criminal proceedings, docket number or whatever you use in your wherever you're located. Where was I? You put all that stuff in there, and it's like, yeah, tell them you know and acknowledge that there are only 2 jurisdictions of law provided for by the Constitution of the United States of Maryland of America. You describe them like you tell them. It's like admiralty jurisdiction is this, military jurisdiction is this. Okay, I also put on there what I do. I put on there. I acknowledge that, and I know and acknowledge that once jurisdiction has been challenged, it must be proven. Now, why do you put this stuff like that in there? That's just letting the court know or the judge know. It's like, hey, I know what I'm doing. Okay, don't mess with me. Okay. You also put in there. I also know that. Okay, once jurisdiction been challenged, it must be proven. Once jurisdiction has been challenged, it must be shown by document and enter into the court record. Once jurisdiction has been challenged, it cannot be retracted or waived. There's a few things about it. Okay, you make sure you annotate all that stuff, and at the very bottom, okay, you put like me. I did mine. I said I, Thomas Buchanan, do hereby and herein challenge the constitutional jurisdiction of the charges, okay? Because whenever you challenge the jurisdiction, you have to put the subject matter in there. See, I lost a court case because I didn't do that. Well, that wasn't the only reason, but that's the reason my challenge didn't go through. Because if I'd have had that, I challenged the charges. That's the subject matter. What specifically are you talking about? Okay. I challenge the constitutional jurisdiction of the charges against me in these criminal proceedings. That's that. That's all you got to say. Really simple, really small. It doesn't have to be long and drawn out. Nah, keep that shit simple so you know what. Because the more words or the wordier it is, that's more that you got to keep on your brain, man. No, don't do that. Keep it simple, stupid. KISS. I had a first sergeant in the Army taught us that. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay? Keep it so they have to play your game. Don't go in there playing their game. All right? And when you get in there, judge goes through the things, reads off the charges. It's like, how do you plead? Well, well, Your Honor, I've already challenged jurisdiction. Okay? But that needs to be addressed first. Because if you don't bring it up, they're not going to address it. No, sirree. That's your responsibility. It's like, oh, wait a minute now. I've already challenged jurisdiction. Jurisdiction has to be proven. Okay? And they're going to get you, they're going to trick you and talk to you until you forget all about that. And they're going to talk to you about something else. Okay? They're going to get your mind away from that the best they can. Then they're going to come back to the court again. It's like, well, Mr. Buchanan, how do you plead? Well, Your Honor, we haven't discussed my challenge of jurisdiction. It hasn't been proven. And they're going to go on and they're going to rant. Let them. Let them get bent out of shape. But don't you. You remain calm. Keep your composure, folks. Because you know what you're doing. Okay? Stay calm. Let them rant. I'll challenge you or I'll charge you with contempt of court. Ma'am, sir, whatever. I have no, I'm not trying to be in contempt. I'm just trying to invoke my rights. And you told me that I had the right to challenge jurisdiction, and I'm challenging jurisdiction. They're going to go on another rant again. Then they're going to come back to you. What do you plead, Mr. Buchanan? Like, well, Your Honor, I'm not going to enter a plea until this is taken. Well, I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Objection. Don't let him do that. Objection. Bah. Your Honor, Judge, you're practicing law from the bench. That's illegal. See? Learn this, folks. I'm telling you the truth. Okay? Judge did that to me. Court recognizes this. And I knew it. I knew I should have objected, but you know what? I didn't. It just didn't get into my brain fast enough. I should have objected and told her, like, ma'am, you're practicing law from the bench. You cannot enter a plea on my behalf or say anything. You can't say anything to the court. You're here to hear the case. Okay? Really simple, folks. Keep it as simple as you can keep it, and keep it so that you understand it. Because if you don't understand it, folks, that judge is going to tear you up. And it's very, 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 very simple. A grade schooler could do it, man. Really can. So if you ever get arrested again, cops come up to you, whatever, ask them. Hey, let me ask you one question, officer. Well, you're under arrest. Okay, I'm going to come with you. I'm in, put me in cuffs. Go ahead. I'm not going to resist. But can I ask you just one question? What's your question? Under what jurisdiction of law, provided for by the Constitution of the United States of America, am I being arrested? Well, you're being arrested under the jurisdiction of Warren County. All jurisdictions fall under the Constitution, ladies and gentlemen. All of them. Okay? All of them. Every city, town, state, all of them. I got something to tell you. I don't want to get this thing over 15 minutes and have them tell me that they can't post it because it's too long. Pay attention now. Because this is a little bit, I didn't put this in the other, no, the other one. Every day I get on here and I get on YouTube and I see where a cop has shot somebody in this neck. They say they have limited immunity. Horse shit. There is no immunity from the common law. Okay, so if a police officer kills one of your loved ones, okay, you get an attorney and sue them, even under the laws that they use. The first question your attorney should have asked that cop, okay, if you had a loved one, officer, under what jurisdictional law provided for, excuse me, by the Constitution of the United States of America, were you operating? You just blew his case because he's going to say, I don't know. And when he says, I don't know, he just said he didn't have any jurisdiction at all. None. Zero jurisdiction. Cops don't have any jurisdiction, ladies and gentlemen. They work for us. Okay? They work for the government. And the government does not have any security or immunities from the Constitution. I was watching one the other day, and a cop gets up there, and the lawyer's asking him a question. He's like, I plead the fifth. You can't do that, man. The government cannot plead the fifth. They can't. People can. See? He should have been arrested right then. Because like in our courthouse, you go out of here, you're not allowed to have any weapons or anything. You get arrested now. Okay? You got to go through a scanner. That's it. And that's a violation of the Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment. Got 1428, 1430. Folks, trust me. Learn it. Learn the Constitution and what it says. All right? Article 1, Section 8, Bill of Rights. That's where you'll find the jurisdictions of law. Get to know it. All right? That's what I'm here for. I'm here to teach you. Y'all have a good day and God bless.